What's really fucking good, y'all? It's your boy Neil.
Your boy Pat.
And y'all are tapped in right now to a week 7 special edition, bro. We already in week 7. This shit is crazy of the NFL season. But we want to make sure that we are getting y'all right and getting y'all prepped for this 49ers versus Chiefs rematch this week. Before we get into everything, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on your damn notifications so you know when your boys go live. Wherever you are listening to us at right now, we appreciate you. And shit, make sure that you share this episode right here. My boy Pat was really good.
You know, it's always a good day when you wake up. So we having a good time, Pat. You know what I'm talking about. Enjoyed football Sunday without stress. You feel me? When you went on Thursday, you
right?
Do that, so.
Right? Wasn't that nice? Wasn't that nice? Didn't have to. Well, I did stress a little bit over my fantasy teams as your boy took his first L this week in our league. I was not going to start Brandon Thomas Jr. Because of the matchup for the Jaguars, but I went ahead and started him in one league and started him and benched him in another, and I should have benched him in both because he let me down. DJ Moore let me down, so it's all good. We finally got our first loss here, but it's okay. We're still at the top of the division. How was your fantasy week, my boy?
Man, I forgot to put Lazard in my other league, in Tone's league. So I put in. I had the backup running back, Ty Johnson. Just threw him in last second, not really paying attention.
Not even
Davis
bro.
Was already taken.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Nah, he was already taken, so I just threw brain at the last. I have James Cook on that team, so obviously.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, so that threw a little wrench in it, but Lazard went crazy for me. Saved me.
I was gonna say, you started him. You started him in the right league. You started him in the right league.
For sure. So
you said, wait. You said they had you in the first half.
Yeah, I'm talking about Kev team. They had us.
Oh yeah. No. I was watching that. But I saw you
my
had.
Boys didn't quit,
bro. I saw you had like a 20% chance going into the night game, and I was like, all right, Pat, because you had the big names, you know what I'm saying? Like you had big enough names.
For sure. That's why I said I was telling my boy at work, like I still got Cook and Breece Hall, so there's still a good chance.
Yes.
Like I can still make it. You feel me?
Yes.
But Olave going out with -5.5.
No,
that shit just killed me early, bro.
Bro, me and Benny saw that happen in real time. He was like,
"Yeah, me too, bro.
That nigga Pat. Oh,
first play, I was sick, bro. Not only was it my boy knocked out, it was a fumble too. So I'm losing points and losing my player. You couldn't even just go out with a 0, my nigga. Like,
he didn't know where he was at or what he was doing at that time. He was out of here. But that's the worst when you don't even get a chance. You know what I'm saying? At least give me a chance. Leave the game with 7 or 8 points. But damn, at the first play, that's tough, bro.
Man, I was sick. So I thought I was just real demoralized. It just it was ugly. But then that halftime bomb to Lazard, I was like, no, I got real action. Like even before the game started. Before the game started, I was like, all right, you feel me? There's a chance. I'm not completely over. But once he threw that Hail Mary, I was like, oh, I got some real action. Then I got nervous once you said something because I'm like, ain't nobody really peeping. Like I'm quietly creeping up. I'm not gonna say shit. And I was like, I'm gonna just drop the Undertaker meme if the score get close. And then you had already said something.
I was rooting for my boy, y'all. Y'all saying I needed my boy to go ahead and get this win yesterday. So I was hyping you up for sure. For sure in the group chat.
It was funny, but we snuck one out, man. We're on the 2-game winning streak. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? My boy's turning it around out there. Cam was trying, talking all that shit. Like I ain't give my boys the pep talk. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Talking that shit like I didn't give my boys the pep talk. You know what I'm saying? We don't quit.
Let's go, y'all. Look, for everybody fucking with us right now, we're just catching y'all up on our fantasy weekend as Pat went ahead and came back to beat Kevin Stone in fantasy football to solidify your man's in that number 1 seed. I appreciate you, my boy. Shout out to what's your team name again?
Shit. Honestly, I don't even remember.
in all likelihood.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm about to say because I tried to do
Come
something else. It was
on,
funny
come
in all
on.
likelihood, but yeah, likely been bullshitting all season too. Shit,
Now
at this
he
point.
started getting jiggy a little bit this weekend for you. He got you, but Mark Andrews, are you the one that dropped Mark Andrews?
No, I didn't have Mark Andrews. I tried. I think I tried to pick him up the other day.
Okay.
I forgot who it was. I was like,
look.
Hey, no, the halftime was crazy.
Bro,
I'm not gonna lie.
This is why I love the Tuesday show because everyone we get big fantasy football. All the gang pulls up. B-Rose Dan, you saying folks whole name in this motherfucker, bro. I needed my boy to get this dub. Kev Stone says luckiest Monday night miracle ever. Shout out to Aaron Rodgers. Discount double check it.
And the crazy part is though, it's like damn if Cook don't sit out, I'm not putting Lazard in right there. Like you feel me? That shit is funny, bro.
Yeah, no, that was
fantasy football is crazy.
That was a big move for you. My boy rocking the era as always. First one in the chat. Gotta say was good. My boy OB3 tapping in. Hey Tyler, hey Pat, what's up with my boy? Yes, exactly. Kevstone. His whole name is the handle, so definitely gotta say that. As we're going around the league, because the 49ers went ahead and got that thing in the bag and are now sitting at first in the division. We pretty much want to go around the league and just talk about some of the games that we witnessed on Sunday and yesterday, as we did talk about a little bit about that Bills and Jets game. I thought we can stay on this real quick. I thought the Jets really had a shot at winning the game, bro, and then they just Mike Williams faked the injury or whatever he did on that play. Did not. Bro, Aaron Rodgers was so heated, bro. That shit was crazy. And then he tried to fake the concussion after that and went to the blue tent. Like, that was nasty work by Mike Williams, and gave the Bills the chance to go ahead and get the game winner. But I mean, did you think the Jets could have won that game, or did you pick the Bills to win that game? The niggas hit on their parlay.
I thought that was you, my brother.
No, I went Commanders. Damn, why did I go with the Commanders? Fuck. Didn't I say no? Did the Seahawks lose too? Let me see. Or this got to be from the other week because we played the Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm about to say, no way you picked the Seahawks.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So I did pick the Bills.
You picked the Bills.
Minus 2.5. Did pick the Texans. The Texans did hit.
I mean, what shit? They won by 3, right? So
yes.
Bills
so that
they covered some shit, right?
I hit my parlay this week, y'all. Atlanta minus 6 as well. You went Lions minus 3.5. Who ended up, I believe, covering for you? Packers, who ended up covering for you, and the Bengals smoked them. So we both hit on our parlay. Man, and if you hit in the chat off our parlays, we want to go ahead and send us at least at 2%. But we are some real ones and we know football on the show. But back to the game from last night. Did you think the Jets could have won that game, or it pretty much just came down to it, or what would you think?
No, yeah, they both had chances to win that game. Shit, like moving down the field, they had the ball. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the play didn't go right with Mike Williams, but neither team really could score in the second half. So they legit had a chance to win. Plenty of chances.
Yeah, it was definitely a good game to the last second. OB3 says, is Mike Williams getting traded? I'm glad you asked, because some major trades happened after that whole rumbling of effects. When Aaron Rodgers sat down and went like this, I think I know what we need.
Get that physical done. Get that physical done.
So Javonte Adams, now a member of the Jets, and was at he was at the facility literally like 15 minutes after the shit happened. So it's like, nigga, he either took a red eye or he was at the game yesterday and it was going to happen either way. But do you think that trade, and also the Mark Cooper trade that happened as well, sending them to the Bills, so it's a double, so both teams made moves after last night's game. Which one of those people won those trades, and do you like both of them going to both of those teams?
Yeah, I feel like both teams won the trade, really. I mean, Raiders, you really didn't have nothing else to do with with Devontae. And luckily you found somebody to pick up his salary. So pretty much gonna get that 3rd round pick and not have to pay him. So that's kind of cool. And then the Bills, I felt like I think they gave up a 3rd and a 4th or something like that. Something like that. So I feel like that's worth it for somebody like Amari Cooper.
Bona fide number 1.
Yeah, exactly. And he's not gonna complain about getting the ball and shit. So it kind of fits into what the Bills are looking for now in a number 1 receiver. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't trade him in your league. I traded him in one of my other leagues though, but I'm glad I kept him.
Oh yeah, so we gotta get the ball to the bottom of this. You sent the trade to Kev for the Amari Cooper, and then you reneged on said trade.
No, I didn't. I didn't. No, I didn't send it, but I had a trade package ready. I wanted I was finna Bijan Brees Hall swap. You feel me? It was centered around that, but I didn't send it because I was like, wait a minute, I'm playing this motherfucker this week, so I'm not sending him nothing. I don't give a damn who you got. And then Bijan went off this week, so I was like, that's gonna be a little bit less attractive because I got Bijan in my other leagues, and I just knew he's right there from really going crazy.
I know. I sent out the trade for Bijan literally on Thursday. Almost because it was out there for at least a good day. And shout out to Benny for talking me off the ledge. But I was trading Chris Godwin and Bijan for Alvin Kamara and then like somebody else. But the person that I was trading to, they took hell long. It took a whole day.
So we're playing where you had enough to came to you.
Really came to my senses. I'm like, look, pull the trade. They ended up going crazy. I dropped like 150. So
I'm about to say, matter of fact, I made that Amari trade like last week, but it was necessary because I got returned. I got Bucky Irvin, Jaden Daniels, and Devontae Smith, and I gave up Coop, James Conner, and who else? Oh, Charbonnet from Seattle.
Oh yeah,
so
I would say I feel like you won that trade. I was like,
yeah, and then I mean, you feel me? Donnell got somebody else at quarterback, so he didn't even really need Jay. And whoever it was, I think already had his bye week, so he was like, "I really don't give a fuck about my backup quarterback."
He didn't need Jaden Daniels. His quarterback got to be.
I forgot. Yeah, his quarterback. I'm about to say his quarterback.
His quarterback got to be the truth.
It's literally like I think it might be Lamar actually.
I feel like you finessed in that trade because I mean, outside of Mark Cooper,
I feel like I can't remember, but no, James Conner, he's been a top 10 back as far as fantasy all year. So I mean, it wasn't. Right. I don't think it was a bad trade at all. But I feel like
I think it's bad.
I came up for sure.
I think you won.
Yeah,
for sure.
I can't.
Sure. Checking in with the chat right quick. Kevstone says, Mike Williams, bro, he got all the questions right in that blue tent. Wasn't nothing wrong with him. Literally a waste of time. Yeah, that was
that man was. What's wrong with you? My neck hurt. That's what my neck hurt. That's all you feel. Yeah, watch out.
He want to try to look Aaron Rodgers in the face after that.
I mean, Brett clipped him in the back a little bit, but yeah, exactly. He's more embarrassed than anything. Yeah,
it was nasty. It was nasty.
That's just like when you airball. You feel me, man? Airball, you got to wipe your hands. Like, shit. grab your hamstring or something.
I did not know that was the move. Rockin' the Air says Garrett Wilson got him that W last night. Shout out to that. Kev Stone says this is fraudulent. Pat never sent him the trade. Fuck Pat in that imaginary trade. Damn, bro. He said it should never even.
Bro, I told you was going down last week. You tried to disrespect my boys like they don't get the pep talk. He tried to disrespect them like they didn't get the pep talk and they heard you, bro. That's what it was. I'm like, you hear all this man out here speaking about y'all. I sent the text to my fantasy team group chat. You feel me at halftime. And they got it together, my boy. What can I say? But Olave had me down in the dumpster. I'm not gonna hold you. Like I thought it was.
Me and Benny also thought it was also over. Like in real time, I'm like, it's even have a chance, but he was good. You rallied.
Yeah.
Burrow
gave me a little hope because Burrow in the afternoon game gave me a little hope when first
I saw
drive, he ran that touchdown in. Yeah, and he ran that touchdown in. I was like, okay, he acting different today. So I had a little bit of hope going, but man, it was rough.
Nah, it happened. Nah, you pulled through like a champion that you are. Rockin' the Air says, fantasy question. He has Baker and Purdy. He wants to know if he might bench Purdy versus Chiefs this week. Who should he go with, Pat? Purdy or Baker? Baker plays
the Ravens because I got Baker in my other league.
Yeah. Who would you bet?
Yeah, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I might go Bake.
I would go Baker too, just because the Chiefs have a pretty good defense.
Yeah, I feel like we might win, but if we do, it'll probably be running the ball.
Yep.
More than throwing, because the Chiefs, like you said, got a good defense. And even if Purdy makes some throws to get us a win, I don't feel like he's gonna have like a crazy fantasy game. But Purdy be eating on them rush yards, I'll tell you that.
He does do that. The Ravens secondary is not that good at all. Outside of maybe like Kyle Hamilton, but other than that, I think Baker's gonna have a big day. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin.
I think it's Monday Night Football too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's just gonna be lit. Back to this week. Speaking of that game with the Ravens versus the Commanders, Lamar Jackson ended up sunning Jaden Daniels. Got that win. Derrick Henry's a fucking monster. I sneak peek, of course, have them very high on my power rankings this week. What'd you think of that game with the Ravens and the Commanders? Did it live up to the hype?
Yeah, I thought Jaden Daniels showed enough to where I feel like, all right, you feel me? You came into your own. You had a chance to win. I didn't necessarily expect him to win, but I feel like he made enough plays to show, like, you feel me? Yeah, all right, he'll be solid,
So that would be the game. Even though he lost, you've been waiting to see my boy play some good competition. You can say Jaden Daniels is now well respected after what he did in that game.
Well, I mean, I feel like he was always respected, but like I see it for sure, like, all right, I seen it versus a pretty good defense. Now, I feel like they didn't win, which like I didn't really expect them to because like I said, I feel like they've been playing some lackluster competition. But at the end of the day, you play who's on your schedule, and you're expected to beat the weaker teams. My Niners can learn a thing or two from that. So.
That's what we be struggling there right now. These niggas get ready. This nigga George said today when he said, these are the games that you wake up for. You feel me? That Chiefs game, these niggas get riled up in the locker room. They know what time it is this week. So yeah, no, that is true. They play down to their competition. Jaden Daniels had 269 in that game, 24 for 35, like a 111 QB rating, 2 touchdowns, 0 INT. So he was definitely hooping. Ravens just look good right now.
How did you feel about? No, my fault. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, how did you feel about that Bears game? I know DJ Moore didn't really go off, but I thought Caleb was looking really good.
I think he finally has it down, especially with their type of offense. People have been trying to tell them to dumb it down and kind of play Eberflus, but it's really dope to see. Like, because I think DJ Moore said last week that I think Caleb tried to get on him, and it was like your little brother trying to, get at you right quick, but you realize the quarterback is telling him, like, you got to really pay attention to the details so we can be on the same page. With this offense, I think he has to do a lot of reading, like Aaron Rodgers used to do and shit like that, and your wide receivers got to be on the same page as you. So I think it just showed that in these last 2 weeks. This nigga got Keenan Allen involved this week, 2 tugs. Cole Kmet, who I drafted and let go in the first week. I'm hella mad about that.
Man, I did that in one of my leagues because he just wasn't doing nothing. And he was my backup. So I was like, whatever.
Bro, it's so hard to be patient in fantasy because it's a week-to-week thing. And it's like, bro, I need a nigga that's going to ball out this week. But,
for sure.
Man, with Caleb, though, it's just really dope to see that he's starting to get it. He has definitely played a lot easier, probably like the easiest competition in the league so far in terms of defenses. So I do want to see him going forward, but he can only build on that, bro. He's definitely looking pretty good, bro. Would you say he's made a lot closer to Jaden Daniels for getting Rookie of the Year, or Jaden Daniels still kind of has that locked up right now?
I'd say Jaden Daniels is clear front runner, but I'd say Caleb might have entered the chat or something, but he's not contending yet, I wouldn't say by any means.
Okay.
But he's put his name in the conversation because at first it's like it was Jaden and neighbors by themselves. Like.
Right.
So
hopefully Malik, man, come back to the game. The game, this is you, brother. Them first week was crazy. Eagles got back off the snide. 20-16 over the Browns.
I guess. That's what you want to call it. 20 points.
They
Nick Sirianni cussing out his own fans and shit. But he's out of there.
But he walked out, bro. Nick Sirianni walked out there with the ball head, bro. That shit was that nigga's a weirdo, bro. That shit is.
Part of my take, they was just like, yeah, bro, he's having a breakdown, bro. You can clearly see it. Like it just reminds me of Kaminga last year. My boy just stressed out, bro.
Yo, just shave your head, bro. Shaving your
head.
head. Look, man, shaving your head is a sign of a cry for help, y'all.
Right.
Who you are, what you're doing in your profession, no matter if you're a
just
barber,
to go that low, you feel me? Right,
janitor,
you just shaving your head.
You know what I'm saying? Like just a real look like you could
fade,
shave
right,
your head with a buzz cut, no edge up or nothing. That is a cry for help, bro. That shit is crazy. So yeah, no, they ended up getting off the snide a little bit. Packers smoked the Cardinals. Fucking Jordan Love, bro. He went crazy on them niggas. The Cardinals only get up, it seems like for us, we once again are the only lost.
But they also lost their number one weapon early in that game too, so that kind of hurt them.
Okay, so we here now. Marvin Harrison Jr. ain't really did it since he gave us one good quarter of football this year so far.
Yeah. It was a great quarter though, but I hear you.
It was a great it was an all-time quarter. It was an all-time quarter, but look. Malik Neighbors giving us that same energy, but like on 10 times full. So I'm just like, Malik is looking good. Brian Thomas Jr. is looking really good. If you drafted it again today, do you think Marvin Harrison Jr. should have still been the first wide receiver off the board?
Not out of the rookies, no. It's definitely you definitely take Neighbors. I mean, as far as fantasy goes, but as far as the player,
real life. You still taking real life? You taking Marvin Harrison?
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, he's still a dog. Like obviously he ain't really did nothing crazy, but I mean, this couple of catches he made against us, just when they needed a play to be made, he was the one that made the plays. Like, so I still take that 10 times out of 10. And this week he got hurt with a concussion early on some Olave shit, so I don't really hold that against him. But yeah,
I would say he definitely still has the size and like just like if you want to build a wide receiver. I would say he's the prototype, but with Neighbors, just seeing him live, bro, I just feel like he's just a little more twitchier, a little faster, a little more explosive than Marvin Harrison Jr. So I probably would go Malik Neighbors. Should have been drafted over Marvin Harrison Jr. right now, but still a lot of time for that shit to play out. But as of right now, your man is definitely winning in that race. Malik. But I mean, Marvin Jr. is still a lot of time left for this. OB3 says, "LOL, yeah, Nick Sirianni might be fired after this year."
Yeah. I could see.
Do you think that's true? Like,
I do because, like I said last year, like they've been having problems with him and Jalen Hurts has been that's been a beef for I don't know how long. Jalen Hurts gets paid way more than Nick Sirianni. That's really what it comes down to.
I thought that was gonna be good because when he came in, it was talk about like should they keep going with Jalen, and then he went all in. You know what I'm saying? That first year, like, look, I'm riding with Jalen Hurts, and they end up going to the Super Bowl, and then now it's soured. I'm just like, I don't know. You think that was just fake love or?
No, I just think this is just part of relationships. They evolve, and people have differences of opinions. Like they were saying last year, Jalen Hurts was changing plays without Nick Sirianni's approval and shit like that. So. If it gets to that point where you feel like he calling plays that's not in your best interest and you gotta switch him, like that's just like against the coach's will, like I feel like that relationship's over. Like y'all just dragging it at this point. And like with all this shit too, like Jalen Hurts' dad is like a quarterback's coach, and the offensive coordinator that he fired was coached by Jalen Hurts' pops and all this type of shit. So I just feel like it's over for that. Nick Sirianni's out of there. And he's just a different kind of dude anyway. He ain't really my speed, but
yeah, no, in fact. Chasky keeps saying on 95.7 he thinks that could be a landing spot for Bill Belichick going to the Eagles. So that would be kind of crazy.
A lot of people are floating that out there. I don't see it, but a lot of people are floating that out there. Also, I think your boy Mike McCarthy on the hot seat down in Dallas too. Shit, the way they got
definitely on the hot seat. It was a good transition over to that Lions game as they smoked the Cowboys, running hook and ladders with My lineman homie, Penn and Sewell, bro. That was crazy. Are the Cowboys cooked?
Yeah, I've been off them. I've been trying to tell you that all season.
Bro, this nigga Dak, will not, bro. This nigga hates CeeDee Lamb, bro. I swear to God. Like, he will not throw him the ball.
Crazy, bro. I don't know what it is, bro.
He looking for your man, Justin Tolbert out there more. They running the ball with Ezekiel Elliott, bro. Like, bro, you have CeeDee Lamb, bro. That shit is crazy, bro.
Crazy. I don't know what it is. He just don't like, bro. And Dak's just so inconsistent. That's why I've been off of him. Like, he just 1 minute he looks like, damn, is Dak one of the best quarterbacks in the league? And then he come out one of the other days just do goofy shit. It's like, all right, bro, whatever.
That shit is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy. But even on defense, this nigga, bro, I think Diggs got cooked something crazy by Jameson Williams. So like,
I tried to tell you, bro. You was like,
man, no, you did.
I tried to tell you, bro. He get picked, but he get greedy too, bro. He get real greedy. Stop his feet sometimes. But man, you like next week he might have a pick six. Like that's just Diggs for you. You feel me?
He ain't even been doing that this year. So it's like they
not like that.
Michael Parsons ain't hooping like that. Like they're kind of cooked, bro. Especially in that division. Like the Commanders probably gonna run away with that shit. The Giants, they might end up having a better record. So
man, Cowboys just don't look like a good football team right now.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. Last couple games here. Real quick. Bucks and Saints.
That game was crazy. Was you watching that?
I thought it was pretty fire. I thought that was pretty fire game. I ain't gonna lie.
The Bucks went up like 21-3. Then the Saints rattled off like 20-something straight points. And then they didn't score again. And then the Bucks just ran that shit up and just didn't stop scoring after that. Like they scored like all 27 points in the second quarter. But that shit was crazy.
That's pretty crazy. You think it was because Derek Carr was out, or?
I mean, I didn't really believe in the Saints when they started 2-0, but
them niggas dropped 27. Yeah, the Saints dropped 27 in the second. The Bucks dropped 17 in the first, and it's 27 and by the Saints in the second. Cut the water off after that. It was
it was crazy.
He literally did not score for the rest of the game. Man, that's crazy.
That shit was. Both teams look like the Bucks started off looking like they was about to run away with the game. Then the Saints in the second quarter look like, all right, fuck it, we running away with the game. And then all of a sudden it just switched back. And then the Bucks just didn't stop scoring. Like it was in the fourth quarter, they was still scoring. I was like, oh, they trying to send a message. It was a big fuck you.
Yeah, they trying to catch my boys, the Falcons. You know what I'm saying? They still out here. They dropped a pretty good score on the Panthers, so that was a pretty good one. And then the last one I wanted to touch on real quick before we get into the power rankings. Chargers and Broncos. Do you believe in Bo Nix?
No, not at all.
Bro, that nigga's not good, bro. I don't think he's good at all. I'm just like,
their defense has been keeping them in games. And then once Pat Surtain got hurt, it was just kind of like
it was over. It was over.
Yeah. But if they keep teams under 20 points, they always got a chance to win. But that's hard to do every single time.
Every single time, But Bo Nix ain't it. Last one too before we go to power rankings. Sorry, my bad, y'all. Steelers definitely smoked the Raiders. Justin Fields did pretty solid. Got him on a fantasy team. They're talking about Russ being able to possibly start this week. Should they switch it up and go to your man, Stepdaddy Russ, over Justin Fields?
Hell no. But my boy Justin Cook, I don't know what they talking about. I mean, my man only lost, one game?
Bro.
I mean, my man's Cook.
I thought, I'm hoping this nigga don't get taken out, bro. He still had 59 yards on the ground, 2 rushing touchdowns. Like, he didn't throw no picks. Like, come on, man. Let him play, Mike. Damn. Okay.
I don't see that.
I think it's
what else?
Pretty good wrap-up.
Drake May got his first start. Did you see him play a little bit?
I did see that, the Texans game. I wasn't going to talk about that. I know you want to talk about that real quick. My boy CJ, you know what I'm saying, getting it done. I think Drake May looked all right. I like that deep throw that he had. I think he had 2 deep throws. He didn't play. He definitely didn't look as bad as Bo Nix. I would definitely say that.
I was going to say, I mean, I actually thought he looked pretty good. I would say he looked better than Yeah, but I feel like that's the Texans defense. I kind of expect D'Amico Ryan to get the turnovers, but I just felt like for his first NFL start, I mean, I saw a lot of good throws.
Yep.
His completion percentage was above 50%. So I feel like
Yep.
that's kind of like the benchmark for like a rookie. I feel like if you under 50%, you had a fucked up day. Like outside of that, it's like, okay, then I just need to see you make some of the good throws. You still gonna get confused. You still gonna throw some picks and shit. But I thought it was solid. I mean, nobody was expecting him to win. So
I mean, he still rushed for 38 yards, 243 in the air, threw for 3 touchdowns, but had 2 picks. That's okay. But said quarterback rating 88. So now he wasn't as bad as I thought he was gonna look. So I think that's something they could build off of for real. Damn, bro, it sucks because it's just like every quarterback draft except for the one that we partaked in.
I know,
Trey
right?
Lance, Trevor, bro, the 1 year, Justin Fields, right, the only one holding it down, but bro, on my fault.
And then what makes that shit? I'm about to say, and then what makes that shit so bad about that draft is like literally everybody else in like the first round is raw as fuck besides the quarterbacks. Like if you look at that draft, bro, it's just Micah Parsons, Justin Jefferson, Pat Surtain, fucking like J.C. Horn. Like it's people like ballers everywhere besides the quarterbacks. The quarterback class just fucking stinks. Even Trevor Lawrence, he ain't really looked the best. Obviously, this week his receivers was giving him no.
Oh my god, they was dropping. Oh my god, they dropped so many passes.
It was like somebody showed the clip. It was like 4 different touchdowns that his receivers dropped, but that was just the touchdowns. It wasn't even just regular catches. They shot 4 touchdowns.
Those killed me. And DJ Moore getting tackled at the 1 yard.
Yeah, that was fucked up. Yeah.
And they called it a touchdown. Oh my god, go ahead.
Yeah, those always hurt. No, those always hurt though. When you think he'd get across and then they look at it, and he's down at the 1, especially as a receiver.
I knew he did, but I knew he did not get across, bro. You could see he did not get across, but they called it a touchdown. Head, like, bro, don't call it a touchdown. Oh man, I was sick. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh, that's hella funny. No, I already know how it be. Especially it's like, damn, and he a receiver, so you know they about to give it to the running back or something. Like it's over. So that's a tough one. Yeah.
Drake May did look good, so I definitely want to see exactly how he does going forward in the rest of it, because he definitely didn't look as bad as Jacoby Brissett for sure.
Right.
So yep, that's pretty much all the games. Good time to transition over to the power rankings. Week 7 power rankings of the week. Where we go ahead and talk about our favorite, not our favorite, but just the teams we think who are the best, top 10 for that week. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go with mine?
You go first.
Okay, understandable. So I'm gonna go number 10. I dropped them down only because they took the L. I probably should have them a little bit higher, but I was not thinking on this. But I have the Commanders at 10. Dropped them down to 10 this week. The list is fluid. I had them at 4, so they dropped a lot. We got tough graders over here. We still believe in the Commanders. I just got to see them go ahead and get back.
That's a good loss, too. That's tough.
That's what I'm saying. I know. I'm looking at the list. Let me know who I should have them over going off my list. But number 9, Packers. Got the Packers at 9. They're starting to really start cooking. Jordan Love looking pretty good out there. Number 8, got the gang. 49ers are back in the power rankings now. Head of the division. Number 8, not too high, but you know what I'm saying, just right there. Number 7, the Bills. Got the Bills there. I had them at 8 last week, so they did move up. Damn, I moved them up over the Commanders. Oh yeah, they did. They got the win. So they got the win. That's what I'm moving. Yeah, Bills at 7. Yeah. So they did get a win. The Buccaneers at 6. Got your Bucks there.
Okay.
I know. Shout out to Baker. Hey, Baker's been hooping, bro. I had him at number 9 last week. Yeah,
Yeah, respect.
You know what I'm saying? Chris Godwin. Thank you, brother. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? You are the man. Falcons at number 5. Got my Dirty Birds. You know what I'm saying? They holding it down. They got a sketch win versus Carolina Panthers, but they beat who they needed to keep their top spot. I think I had them at 6, so they did also moved up as well. Texans at 4. CJ's playing pretty well. Doesn't have Nico Collins. Still didn't miss a beat last week. I'm thinking about playing him over Justin Fields this week. So we'll get back to that later on in the week. Number 3, I have the Lions back on the list as I have a bad problem of when teams do not play. I leave them off the list. But they had a really good win, smoked the Cowboys. Dave Montgomery is the truth right now. Probably his runs have been pretty wild this year. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
They just run hard, bro.
Very violent. Very violent. Did you see that he almost committed suicide like earlier in his career off of niggas talking shit to him about fantasy football and shit like that. Like shit was crazy, bro. So
no, that's crazy.
Man, never that serious. Any players that are watching this, you know what I'm saying? Fuck the fans. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do to keep your mental health right. But got the Lions at number 3. Number 2, Lamar and them Ravens. Derrick Henry's a monster. Savage. Nothing else to be said. And then number 1, did not play this week. Had a bye. Still undefeated. But they are coming to Levi's. Pat Mahomes and them Chiefs at number 1. That is my list.
Respect.
Should the Commanders have been higher?
I mean, I feel like maybe a little bit. I feel like they're lost. You kind of nicked them kind of bad for losing to a really good team. Like you got them as your number 2 team, so I feel like that's a little bit harsh. You on your bye week bullshit again.
That is true.
Left out an undefeated team.
Man, I think the undefeated team about to lose this week. That's why I'm just throwing it out here. I think they might lose this week, but
to completely leave them off your list is wild.
Yeah, man, fuck Sam Darnold didn't even play that well last week, bro. Like,
I mean, I hear you.
They fugazi, bro. If they beat the Lions this week, I will come on here and apologize for leaving them off my power rankings and probably put them at number 1.
They played the Lions. I thought they played the Packers this week.
No, they played the Packers.
You might be right.
Before they went on by.
You're right. Okay, yeah, you're right. The Packers playing the Texans. That's what that is. Yeah. Oh yeah, but yeah, that's why. Well, to me, I felt like that win was more impressive because Sam Darnold wasn't playing out of his mind. I thought that was a really good win for them because it's like, all right, Sam Darnold's acting real unusual. How they gonna look when he come back to earth? And he came back to earth, and they still got the win. So I have respect.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. No, that's real.
Yeah. But yeah. So I mean, I can break out my list here.
Break out your list. Full disclosure, Pat did not change his list, y'all. He has the same.
I was gonna say, literally, I felt like I said, my power rankings were so good. They was on point, you know what I'm saying, last week. So just to remind y'all, I'm gonna run it back. You feel me? There ain't a lot of chinks in my armor. You feel me? So number 10, number 10, going with the Bucks. They still at 10. You feel me? They beat the Saints. I mean, no Derek Carr. I didn't really believe in the Saints to begin with. They got 2 wins. I forgot versus the Panthers and then the Cowboys. So yeah, really ain't worried about them. Not respecting it. Number 9 is the Packers. They're starting to get a little better. I feel like you said, creeping up. Jordan Love coming into his own, but I mean, I feel like that NFC North is probably the toughest division in football right now. So
for sure.
Yeah, they got a lot to do. 8, I got the Falcons. They played the Carolina Panthers. I feel like, I mean, like you said, win versus who you're supposed to win, but it don't hold no weight in the power rankings for me.
Even though they beat your Buccaneers.
That's why I got them over the Bucks.
You got the Bucks.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. No, you good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's a good win. I gave them their respect, but they over the Bucks, so I gave them that. Number 7, I got the Buffalo Bills. They beat the Jets. It's like the Jets are kind of like up and down. They haven't looked that great, but a win is a win. You can't complain about the wins.
You're not.
Number 6, Washington Commanders. Like I said, they played good competition, tough right there. So I'm not gonna ding them for losing to the Ravens, who I got at number 5. You know what I'm saying?
We still got the Ravens at 5, bro. The Ravens didn't move up all this week.
I mean, no, they played a good team, but they still got a few losses that just I can't ignore. I just can't
It's
ignore.
one loss. It's one loss you can't ignore.
You know what I'm saying? They got and the Chiefs. I mean, you're right. That's a good loss, but I'm saying just okay. In the back of my mind, it just let me know that y'all be on some bullshit sometime. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think, bro, that particular day, we were talking about the Ravens losing to the Raiders, y'all. If you don't remember, they came back on them niggas like into the game type shit. Like,
yeah. I mean, shit. They almost let what's the name come back last week? The Bengals. Shit.
Yeah,
they
that's
just
true. I mean,
for
the Bengals do have a more potent offense.
High power offense for sure.
You're right. But you are right. This is your list.
Yeah,
I just
Ravens.
thought they would have moved up a little bit more, but
no. Like I said, it was a good win versus the Commanders, but I just don't feel like it was enough to really for them to move up for real. I mean, yeah. Number 4, I thought about moving them up a little bit, but I'm gonna just keep where they at. The Detroit Lions. You know what I'm saying? They had a good win versus the Cowboys, but I was like, I can't. The Cowboys not good to me. The win just don't hold. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then the Texans, I got them at 3. Yeah, they beat the Patriots, but I was like, I'm not gonna knock y'all down for winning.
I feel like by your metrics of, I guess, straight of schedule, have the Texans really beaten anybody over the Ravens or the Lions?
Let me see. That is a good question because I feel like they had some decent wins. Oh yeah, they got wins over the Bills, and their only loss is
that was the biggest one they had. Yep, the Bills. Yep.
Vikings. They got the loss over the Vikings. They beat the Rams, Colts, Bears, Jags, Bills, Patriots. Yeah, so they ain't really beat too many people, but I just feel like Texans look like one of the best complete teams to me. If I had to match them up with the Lions, I feel like the Texans defense has a little bit of an edge over the Lions defense.
Great matchup. Yeah. That'd be a great matchup.
Yeah. But yeah, and then got the Vikings at 2. I'm not gonna hold it against them for going on a bye week.
Who Gazy?
You know what I'm saying? We'll see. I feel like this the Lions Vikings matchup could be my potential number 1 seed going into next week. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could be my potential number 1 seed.
I think the Lions, this might tip my hand a little bit, but I think the Lions could beat them because of their run game. I feel like the Vikings are really good in the pass game right now. But that's why I think the Lions will be able to get them, even though they lost Aiden, which is really, really, that one's going to hurt them for real. But yeah, no, I can see that. So whoever, if we handle business and whoever wins that game, you'll put them probably number 1.
I could see that being the case. That's all I'm saying. I could see that being the case because I feel like that'll be one of the best wins of the weekend. Obviously, the Packers and Texans is a great matchup as well, so that'll be a hard fought, battle scenario, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I just think that'll be something to look out for me this week.
Okay. And number 1.
Fuck the Chiefs. That's all I'm gonna say. Fuck the Chiefs.
Yeah. Oh, it's game day this week, baby. Oh.
Yeah, man.
Oh. Yeah. It's game day this week. The Niners and the Queefs are gonna play the game. Rocking the era. Rocking the era's top 5: Lions, Texans, Ravens, Vikings, Chiefs. That's actually a pretty solid top 5. Any problem with rocking top 5?
No, I got the same 5 teams, just in a different order, so I ain't mad at it.
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
I just feel like who got the worst loss out of all them teams?
Out of those teams, yeah.
So
Bro, they gotta
you
beat
got two
somebody,
losses.
bro. The Raiders gotta beat somebody, bro. Right? They got like 2 or 3 wins, right, or something like that. That's
they got 2 losses, and you got one that's just versus somebody I can't excuse. The Texans, their 1 loss is to the Vikings. The Lions, their 1 loss is to the Bucks. So,
you have a good point. You have a good point.
And just like if the Ravens lose this week,
they
then
dropped the soap, brother. I already know who the Ravens playing this week.
The Bucks.
I play the Bucks
Monday Night Football. Yeah. So if they lose this week, it's like they're 4-3. Then where do you have them? You know what I'm saying? Like that's So I can't put them just there just quite yet. But if you stack it up on paper,
I do respect the
logic. Stack it up on paper, it ain't too many teams better than the Ravens. I'll say that.
No.
Like if they line it up right now, I'm taking them over the Vikings all day.
Yeah, you taking them over the Chiefs?
I do because I think if they play again, I think the Ravens gonna beat them.
Oh, man,
I said that after week 1. I said that after week 1. I'm sticking to that. Like I just think that
they almost had lit a fire.
No, and that's gonna light a fire under. But like that's gonna give them an extra level of focus, and the Chiefs may be exhausted if they run into them again.
They're not exhausted. See, that's my thing, and that's my thing going into this week. Yes, I know we are motivated, and I think I spelled Chiefs wrong on the bottom there, but no, I spelled it right. I quoted you. The Chiefs are just as motivated to smack the league and three-peat as much as everyone wants to beat them. That's why I'm just like, yes, I hear you. It sounds good, but like these niggas do be locked in as well.
No, for sure. But I just look at it like how the Warriors was on that last run with KD. Like after a while, that mental focus after a long season.
We were, brother, because the media was way more poking holes into what we had, whereas the Chiefs is just like, man, they got the Taylor Swift shit.
No, yeah, for sure.
Loves Mahomes. Like I don't think they're as hated as we were, as the Warriors were in that.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But I just still feel like just the mental focus that it takes to win 3 straight championships. I just feel like I don't know. I'm telling you this year the Ravens.
They gonna retire, but these niggas gonna retire if they 3-peat. Like what else? What else is there to do?
Kelsey's out of there. If they repeat, Kelsey's out of there. I don't know about Mahomes and
I don't
Reed.
know last year if I was Kelsey, man, but I feel these niggas are trying to be thousand men. That's real. We will get into the 49ers and Chiefs later on this week in a deeper dive, giving out our bingo picks. My boy Pat said last week he was not as confident. Are you as confident today? It has been a whole weekend. They haven't played, but do you feel more confident than you did last Thursday?
Yeah, I'd say a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. My confidence is increasing. White boy Rick is back. You feel me? We signed my boy Adrian Amos. You know what I'm saying? I've been a big fan of Adrian Amos for a long time, so I think that's a good pickup. Yeah, and then that's good. Yep, he used to play for the Bears and somebody else, but he also went to Penn State. I mean, obviously he's like 10-year vet or something like that. But that's, you feel me? OG Tig, somebody he can look after. You know what I'm saying? So
did they pick him up because Mustafa is not able to go?
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna play. And Huff went on HR. I mean IR.
No. Yeah, I don't Huff's out there.
So, so they have to fill that spot. But yeah, man, Air Routes is back, baby.
Shout out John Rick. John Rick, y'all saying as they call him, y'all say he gonna turn the gun on you and get up out of there with his Louis V luggage.
They opened up the practice window, so we'll see if he plays. Hopefully he does, man. Get my boy.
We will see. It'll be pretty lit. He's able to definitely give him some shit. Because we could definitely use a 4th receiver. I know we always say we need more receivers, even though we got a lot of receivers, but more weapons out there, taller.
Kyle got to use them too. Shit, that's the problem.
Use your soldiers, Kyle. Please, brother. Please.
I don't even think we have many plays where we run 4 wide receivers, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, we also don't air it out nowhere near as many as other teams, but That's just the style of offense that we run. Jordan Mason, I believe, is the only one that didn't practice. He practiced this week, but had on the blue jersey. I mean, we'll get into that deeper this week, but it will definitely be imperative that he plays. But Isaac Garindo, I like the youngin as well too. But yeah, it's a big week, y'all. It's a big fucking week. All right, cool. We will get into the Niners on Friday's show, breaking down that matchup before we get up out of here. So I can go enjoy y'all evening. Got to talk a little WNBA and NBA as we are getting that much closer. Did you see the spiciness that happened in New York with White Dante letting your man's Jalen Brunson's dad have it? Oh, no.
Yeah.
So that's what happens when you let niggas run that shit. Oh, man, White Dante, he's salty as fuck about that trade. As he should be. As he should be. Yeah, nah.
Kick my boy out the Villanova Knicks, man.
What did I do? Oh man, that is funny. Yeah, talk
cool
about
out
it,
there in Minnesota.
Talk about it. Lakers down right now, 7 points to the Warriors, who are undefeated in preseason. Shooting that thing well. Are we on into the hype? Are we back? Or
I mean, I told you I think this is a really good roster that we have. It's not a lot of superstar power, but I mean, I think, like I said, last year we were only 5 wins off the 4th seed or 3rd seed or something, or not. I think it's 4th or 5th. But so I think this is a really good team. That if Kerr can get a fucking roster together, man, I just think we'll cause some real problems for teams. Just we have a lot of players who I think there won't be as much up and down. Like they're really consistent of who they are. Kyle Anderson, DeAnthony Melton, Buddy Hield. Like, bless you. Kyle, he knows Buddy Hield knows he's a scorer. So I think Kerr is gonna have him fall into that 6-man role where he just come in and get buckets. So I think that's a good idea for him. Buddy Hield, 6-man of the year. You heard it here first. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's dope. Love to see it. Fuck the Lakers as always. Bro, just like LeBron carries y'all team. So what are we talking about?
I would hope so, but I mean, he won't have to carry us as much as he did last year because the shooting has been incredible, bro. We was like, it was like 50%, or we was 53% the game when we shot 28, but we was also like, I think we was at the game, it was like 100% at one time. It got maybe as low as 48, but bro, they been shooting, bro. They have been shooting.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like too, everybody's taking good shots as of right now. So
yes,
the offense is flowing. Everybody's playing within themselves. Nobody's trying to do too much. The ball's not really stopping. Pods is kind of a ball stopper a little bit.
Yeah, I
kind of want him to create more. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I feel like he tries to create too much. I want him to score a little bit more. So just stop over dribbling, overthinking. Just hoop.
Remember, we was at the game. I think he went in. Somebody passing the ball coming out from the 3. He drove into the lane, had a wide open layup. He passed that ball.
Yeah, just kicked it out. Like, what are you doing, man?
Shoot the ball, bro. You right there, bro. Layup, bro. Also, he was going right. So I also don't think my boy has fixed that right hand quite yet. Yeah. But they definitely look a lot better, way more cohesive than last year. My boy Clay. Don't have to worry about trying to get Clay involved and worrying about what my boy got going on. It just got everybody has their own set roles now. They're good to go. With the WNBA finals, I did see that the Liberty came back and took that lead. I believe it is 2-1 now, right?
No, 1-1. 1-1.
Still 1-1. Okay, so they did come back. Okay, cool. Yeah. But Liberty went ahead and tied it up. Anescu and Stewie doing their thing. The Mystics also had them on the ropes as well too. What have you been seeing in the WNBA finals that we've been watching?
That's the Minnesota Lynx, my brother. But yeah,
my bad.
They kind of took control of the series. I pretty much thought they would. They went on a nice little run late to kind of close them out. Mm-hmm. But I think they're gonna kind of do their thing from here on out. It may go 5, but I think it'll be over in 4.
4.
Yeah, I think they got their win.
Good to see the Bay Area go ahead and get a ring right quick. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Sabrina Nescu, you know what I'm saying, from the creek. Obi3 says, yes, the vibes seem better on this Warriors team so far. My boy Clay's missed, but his mood kind of brought the vibe down a little bit last year. No, definitely.
I wouldn't say it was his mood. To me, it was just more so of him trying to force shots to trying to find his rhythm. Like that just kind of threw everything off a little bit.
Kind of playing for his own contract as well, too. Like that was definitely on his mind, trying to, prove that he still is worth the money that he was trying to get. So, it's gonna be a great season, y'all. I feel good about this Warriors team. Kev, so I'm still very salty at that loss from last night.
Hey, my team on a 2-game win streak. How about yours? Yeah. Okay.
Second place.
Yeah,
Second place. Oh man,
yeah,
that was a great place to go ahead and put a bookmark in it for the night. I want to make sure that y'all go ahead and like and share this episode right here. Turn on your damn notifications so you know when your boys go live. I want to appreciate y'all as always for listening to us. Make sure that you follow us on all socials. Make sure that you check us out on your podcast nearest you. Give us that 5 stars. We will definitely give it back to you in kind. And we will talk to y'all on Friday. But as always, my boy Pat, last words.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. As always, like this episode right here, this one right here. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all, man. For real. Tap in, like you said, all the socials, all the Instagram likes and all that. Double tap, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Drop the comments. You know how that do. You know what I'm saying? Tell a friend to tell a friend. And also, Cav Stone, don't you ever disrespect my squad like that again. You feel me? Just know we may be trash, but not when we gotta play Kev Stone, okay? Yeah, it's all love, my brother. I appreciate you contributing to me getting my season on track. Your contributions are appreciated. But yeah, now for real, appreciate y'all.
All right, y'all. Everyone have a good night. That was a good way to end it.